As we move forward into Sunday and beyond, winter is fully back in control across Canada, and the pattern we're stepping into is one that will keep cold, wind, and wintry weather in the spotlight for many regions. Let's begin out east, where conditions remain unsettled. Strong winds continue to be a major concern across Newfoundland as we head through Sunday and into the early part of the week. These powerful gusts have already caused damage in recent days, and while the worst of the storm begins to ease, blustery conditions will linger. Snow and blowing snow will remain an issue at times, especially in exposed coastal areas, keeping travel difficult and causing ongoing disruptions in some communities. Across Quebec, the combination of wind and snow continues to create challenging conditions. Blowing snow is reducing visibility in spots, and even areas that aren't seeing heavy snowfall can still experience hazardous travel due to drifting snow and icy roads. This is the kind of weather where conditions can change quickly, even over short distances. Ontario is still digging out from recent heavy snowfall, and winter is not done yet. While some areas will see quieter conditions at times, cold air is firmly in place. Lake-effect snow remains a concern for snowbelt regions, particularly east of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. Even where snowfall is lighter, the cold temperatures will keep snow packed on roads and sidewalks, extending the impacts of earlier storms. Shifting westward, British Columbia enters a noticeably drier stretch as we move through Sunday and into next week. After an extended period of rain, this break will be welcomed by many. However, the lack of precipitation is tied to a larger-scale pattern that has broader implications across the country. A strong ridge of high pressure is holding firm, keeping systems away from the west coast. While this means calmer and drier weather, it also limits snowfall in the mountains, which isn't ideal for winter recreation. Farther north, unusually mild air has surged into parts of the Yukon and northern regions. Some communities have seen dramatic temperature swings over the past week, warming rapidly after deep cold. However, this warmth is temporary. The same large-scale pattern responsible for these swings will soon reverse, allowing Arctic air to spill south once again. In Atlantic Canada, warmer air and moisture from the south have pushed temperatures well above normal in recent days, even challenging records in some locations. But as always in winter, what goes up must come down. That warmth will retreat as colder air advances, bringing temperatures back toward more typical January levels as we move deeper into the week. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture, because this is where everything connects. The polar vortex, stretched and displaced, is playing a central role in shaping this pattern. As it weakens and shifts, lobes of Arctic air are being funneled southward, not just into Canada, but also deep into the central and eastern United States. This setup allows cold air to surge far south, while at the same time pulling moisture northward, creating the potential for winter weather in places that don't often see it. For Canada, the coldest anomalies are expected across the prairies, northwestern Ontario, and parts of central Canada. However, southern regions won't escape the chill. Toronto and much of southern Ontario are expected to dip into some of their coldest temperatures of the season in the coming days. Overnight lows may approach -20 degrees, with wind chills making it feel even colder. The prairies are set to take the brunt of this Arctic outbreak. Winnipeg, in particular, could experience multiple nights with temperatures plunging well below -35. This prolonged cold snap will test infrastructure, energy demand, and anyone spending time outdoors. What's striking is the contrast across the country. While places like Calgary may hold onto milder air a little longer, that difference won't last. By next weekend, much of the country will be back on the same page, locked into a cold, midwinter pattern. In summary, from Sunday onward, Canada is entering a stretch defined by cold temperatures, lingering wind, and ongoing wintry conditions. Some areas will deal with snow and blowing snow, others with bitter cold, and a few with brief breaks in precipitation. But the overall message is clear: winter is far from over, and the heart of the season is settling in across the country. Stay prepared, stay warm, and keep checking for updates as this evolving pattern continues to unfold.